Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going with the third and long coming up. To the air, it's Clemson. Here's the pressure. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Touchdown Bears! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Clemson is quick to the line. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And a really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
Lost a pass. Trying to barrel in. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. So an 82-yard drive there. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Baylor's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. To the air, it's Robertson. Fires left. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snagged in the middle. It's Prentice. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. It's a 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
With the catch, it's Prentice. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Here comes the heat. The short hands, it's Washington. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Bears will punt this one away. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he...
Turning it on! Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tiger. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Prentice. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Prentice. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Release to the back. Pulls it in. It's Washington. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Scanning the field. It's Robertson. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll move the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big fourth down conversion.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to go up top on first down. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Throws. Right end. In with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little...
Looking for a huge play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Working that left side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Got his man on the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Klubnik. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got a man, it's Williams.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quick strike complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick 6. What a costly penalty. From the gun, the ground game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Got the quick pass. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Finds his man. It's Prentice. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bears have their offense in high gear. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking for space. It's Washington. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Keeps it on the bootleg. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Using the quick game. And a good... coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Prentice. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And this one splits the uprights. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
Looking downfield, it's Robertson. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bears will hustle to the line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exact.
He's looking deep. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 35. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. With the catch, it's Cameron. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Bears are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Grabbed in the middle. It's Prentice. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by them. And they'll go back to work. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. Pulled down for the tackle.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Quick release on the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback making checks. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, They believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Gets it out fast. At the 45 on its way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He leaves it with his back. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Grab behind the line. It's Prentice. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Starting to feel a little pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Offense changing the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He caught it. Touchdown, Baylor! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Wants to go up top. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Klubnik. That's caught. It's Williams. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going to take a shot on second and short. Fires to the tight end. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these 2 teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.